your January 7th grade podcast. I thought it'd be interesting this month to go check out what's happening in the different rooms. Kind of give you a window into the classroom. We'll kind of be in the classroom, so anyways, let's go check out what Mr. Abbas is doing. Let's go into my classroom. Now, one of the things about my classroom, one of my favorite things about my classroom is you never know what to expect. You never know what you're going to find. When you open up this classroom, who knows what you're going to find? You know, like maybe you'll find like the desks all arranged like a room, you know, and you have to visit the different rooms of a house and you learn about a culture that way. Or this time, hey, we're going over Africa. This unit, we just finished Islam, so we're going with Islam. And by the way, good job on the Islam unit test. I mean, it was fantastic. But this time we're going over Africa. And I love Africa. It's so surprising. I was so blown away with Africa. I was like, whoa, Africa. But today our classroom's all set up. We're coming on inside here. And so kids are going to come in next week. And this is going to be their classroom. They're going to come on in. And it's going to be set up. This is set up to be like the African geography. Right up here we have Northern Africa. And we have some Islamic people living up here in Northern Africa. And then down here we got some West African people. And they're down here. And they've never ever met anybody else besides the West Africans themselves. They have no idea what's around. But in the middle of the room, is the Sahara Desert. And this Sahara Desert's not big. It's really, really, really big. And no one's ever crossed it before. I mean, it's so massively huge and so dangerous that nobody's ever crossed it before. And so when we come into this classroom, we're going to be experiencing something. We're going to be experiencing the reason why people started crossing the Sahara Desert. And so this room is set up so where they can live out what's happening in history. And after we live it out, we're going to unpack it. It's going to be really cool. But just to give you a little taste of what's happening in this day, they're actually going to be trading gold for salt. Yeah, that's what I said. Today in the classroom, we're going to be trading gold for salt. How many of you guys would take the salt out of your cupboards and trade it for gold? Yeah, me too. That's what they were doing. They were crossing the Sahara Desert, that really, really dangerous place, to trade salt for gold. That is so incredibly cool. I would do it too. It'd be awesome. But anyways, this is Mr. Abbas's classroom, and you never know what you're going to get inside here. Let's go check out what Mr. Zacharia is doing.
Dude, you wanted to so...
All right. Oh, there we go. Here are some guys. Hey, how you doing? All right. Hey, we're trying to check out, see what Mr. Zacharia is doing. Yep. All right, so let's try knocking again. Here we go. Hey, how you doing? And no answer. Let's try knocking again. Politely. No, still not. Forget it, dude. I'm going in. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going on.
It's a really interesting process that involves lots of... Hi. I'm really teaching my class. Oh, wait, I don't have a class. But I'd love to talk to you, and thanks for coming into my classroom. This is what I'm normally doing on a normal day-to-day basis. And let me just show you around just a little bit, if you follow me. Well, you can see my snake over here, and some people are a little bit afraid of that guy. Actually, it's a girl. Her name is Nessia. But we were learning about cells. We're going to be getting onto DNA here really soon. We were learning, if you follow around the back, we got some about living and non-living, talking about living and non-living things. We have made some posters recently that had to do with experiments that we designed ourselves. And so we've been having a great time in here. However, there's something very important that we are in the middle of, and it is very close to becoming a reality. And so I just wanted to let you in on that, and that is, Science Fair. And Science Fair display boards are right around the corner. On Tuesday next week, the 15th, is when you need to have your display board in, as well as your notebook in a clear plastic binder with all of the things that I have required for it. So please make sure all of those things are in. The display board needs to wow and amaze us. This is a pretty good example. Have stuff coming off the board, have fabric, have examples, have pictures, have whatever it takes to make us super impressed and be ready for an awesome oral presentation with note cards ready to give the presentation. January 22nd is when we have the actual science fair. Tickets are on sale starting now, so please buy your tickets. And it's going to be a great night from 5:45 to 7:30 of parents and students interacting and being able to have students just be so proud of the work that they are doing. Anyways, I've talked enough. I think we're good. That's pretty much carries us to the end of the month. And then we're going to start with photosynthesis chapter 1, section 2, chapter 2, section 1. And so we're going to be doing that, and that will finish us off for January. Come back again. I'd love for you to come back. Thank you for visiting me.
Huh, not bad. All right, so let's go out the door. Let's go out the door, and let's go see what Lisa's doing. All right, so let's go check out what Mrs. Williams is doing, and we'll come on out back here. Just saw what Mr. Zacharia was up to. Oh, and here we go. We're at Mrs. Williams' room, and let's knock. Hey! Oh, of course, yeah.
Welcome. Okay, so in math class, we actually just finished up a line plot poster, which the kids all came up with a survey topic with a partner, and they surveyed the class, and come this way, Mr. Abbas, and then they posted their survey data onto a line plot. So this group did, how much is your house decorated for Christmas? So we surveyed the class on a scale of 1 to 10, or 0 to 10, how much is your house decorated for Christmas? And then from this information, they found the mean of the data, the median, the mode, and then they made a poster to show what they came up with. So that was really fun for the kids, and they did a really nice job on all of their posters. We had lots of topics. They came up with the topics all on their own and did a really, really nice job. Okay, so we are still in our textbook called Comparing and Scaling. We are actually in the final investigation, which involves solving problems by writing a proportion, setting up a proportion and solving them. So that is going to be finished up this coming week. It'll be done. And then we'll be moving into our next textbook, which I really like. It's called Moving Straight Ahead. And it's all about linear relationships. So the kids are going to be graphing more. They're going to be coming up with an equation to represent a rule. And they're going to be solving equations. So doing what they do to one side, they do to the other to kind of balance it out and find the missing variable. So lots of really, really cool things coming up in math these next couple of weeks.
Hey, sounds good. All right. Hey, well, that was Mrs. Williams. Oh, and I love her room. It's so cool. It so looks like life's going on here. All right, we're going to go check out what Mrs. Mena's up to. So we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
All right. Until next month. There we go. All right. Here we go. Finally in Miss Mena's room. And let's see if she's here.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, it's Miss Mena. Sounds good.
Anybody's always welcome.
Woohoo.
From our home, away from home.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in. This is language arts. And if you notice, this is where your children stay with me during part of the day. We have so much going on. If you take a look over here, you'll see some of the drawings and writings that they finished. This was their narratives. We are now working this semester or quarter on our persuasive essays. And we have some hot topics. Some of those topics will be video games, our violent video games affecting our children. And there are some other hot topics that we'll be working on. If you notice over here, you'll see some of the authors that we actually learned about. And not only right now, we're learning about John Steinbeck, the classic, The Pearl. And so we'll be working on The Pearl also. You'll see some of our response to literatures from our wonderful, thank you ma'am, Langston Hughes, who did a lot for his people and was an incredible author as well. And also you will see just in our classroom, we try to make it pretty comfortable for all of our students. So we're going to be working on not only literature, The Pearl, we're going to be working on our persuasive essay. We also are doing speeches. And so those speeches will be done with our narratives. And so you're welcome anytime to come on in to Language Arts. I want to thank all the students that have been turning in their essays on time. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you next month.